Hello and welcome back everyone, and I'm excited today because we have some challenge news. The Challenge Season 41 has been announced. The Challenge Season 41 Vets and New Threats premieres July 30th on MTV at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but there will be a launch special the week prior on July 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on MTV, but if you do not catch it that night, you can catch it on video on demand the next day, or MTV.com the next day, or it will also be on MTV's The Challenge YouTube page the following day, on that Thursday, July 24th. If only every episode would be available the next day on, say, Paramount Plus or MTV.com, you know? The Challenge 41 is made up of 32 total contestants, 16 vets, and 16 rookies, making their The Challenge debut on this season. We harken back to, say, the season 33, or even just recently as season 37, where we had a lot of new competitors making their challenge debut on those seasons, yet none of them stick. Hopefully, maybe, now that we're past the 40 mark, some of these rookies will carve a path for themselves to get put back onto the show and get callbacks, so that way we can see newer players start to etch in their marks onto the show, because more recent seasons of a ton of rookies being influxed into the show just has not stuck. But maybe this season will be different. Let's jump into this cast, starting with the women veterans who are on the cast in alphabetical order. We are starting off with Anissa. Can I just say, before we get too deep into this, these are some of the goofiest cast photos that we have ever gotten. I know that season 40's cast photos weren't remarkable, but at least they're not this. Everybody's in a running position or trying to do some movement, and the backgrounds are all AI generated. It looks like they're AI generated, at least. If you were the artist that worked on this photo, you did your best, but these are not my cup of tea. They look the goofiest. I could not believe my eyes when I saw these. All right, let's get back to the cast, starting with Anissa. This would be her 18th The Challenge season on the main show. She has seen 3 finals, 0 championships, and the last time we saw her was in All-Star Rivals. Now, I will say, in the offseason, Anissa has been making some news and getting some recognition for how much work she is putting in the gym. So this makes me a bit intrigued about Anissa and what she can do on this challenge season. Now, I mentioned All-Stars Rivals. She was paired up with this next contestant, and that is Ashley Millionaire Mitchell, which this would be her 10th The Challenge season. She has made it to 3 finals. She's a 2-time challenge champion, and let's just hope she packs some goggles for the water challenge days, because in the Challenge All-Stars Rivals, she was eliminated in the elimination for throwing away the goggles. Somebody who made their reappearance on the challenge in season 40 was Aviv, which this would be her 3rd challenge season. She's doing back-to-back seasons. She has made it to 1 challenge final, got really deep in the Challenge 40, but alas, she was eliminated by Jenny. Hopefully, Aviv's foot has completely healed and she is ready to compete. She is a challenge champion, and as I mentioned, she made it deep in the Challenge 40. Somebody who also made it very deep in the Challenge 40, almost making it to the final, was Cara Maria. This would be her 16th The Challenge season. She has been to 9 finals. She's a 2-time challenge champ, and her most recent season was season 40, being eliminated in the final elimination against Tori. Next up, somebody I am thrilled to see back on the main season of the challenge, and that is Michaela, who is doing her 2nd official The Challenge flagship season. The last time we saw her was in the Challenge USA 2, getting 3rd place. She is back, and I am so excited to see what she will be able to accomplish on this season. As mentioned, she has 1 final appearance, and that was in the USA 2 season. Next up is Nany. For her 13th The Challenge flagship season, she has been to 4 finals, 0 wins, and last time we saw her was being eliminated right before the finals in All-Stars Rivals. Just could not win against Adam and Steve in the Star Bluff elimination, and hopefully her and Turbo are still on good terms because we'll be talking about him later on in this video. Someone else who is back is Nany for her 4th flagship show season. She has been to one final appearance, and that was in All-Stars Season 3. She did make it roughly halfway through Season 40, being a part of the Ladies of Leisure Alliance. Now, there is one other person here for Nany and the Ladies of Leisure. Here she is, Olivia, for her 4th The Challenge season, one final appearance, which was in The Challenge 38, 0 championships, and she made it slightly further than halfway in The Challenge 40. All right, let's move on to the veteran men, and we're going to start off with CT, which this will be his 21st The Challenge flagship show. He has been to 10 finals. He's a 5-time challenge champion, and his most recent appearance was leaving early, shockingly early in season 40. Next up, we have somebody who is a social butterfly and a physical beast when it comes to running, and that is Derek Chavez. This will be his 5th The Challenge flagship season. He has been to 2 finals, one in All-Star Season 4 and last season in The Challenge 40, where he got 2nd place behind Jordan. He did great in those finals, but he did get a little boost up because of the karma points. But getting so many karma points just shows how great of a social player he is. Making the last 2 seasons finals that he played on is really, really solid, and I have the highest expectations for Derek on this season. But speaking of Derek, there is another Derek, and that is Derek Kaczynski, which this will be his 12th The Challenge flagship season. 5 final appearances, 3-time challenge champion. Last time we saw him was in season 40. He too had a very serious injury like Aviv. Hopefully he is all good to go and ready to compete. Next up we have, of course, Johnny Bananas for his 23rd The Challenge flagship show season. 11 final appearances, 7-time challenge champion, and his most recent appearance was season 40 finals, getting 3rd place. Johnny Bananas is someone who is getting up there in age, but he is very, very solid in the last recent seasons that he has competed on. Season 40, final. Season 38, final. Season 35, final. Next up is somebody who is very close with Bananas. He is a Bananas buddy who has retired from being retired, and that is Leroy Garrett, who is back for his 14th The Challenge flagship season. 5 final appearances, 0 challenge wins, and the last time we saw him was in All-Stars Rivals, where him and Devin just couldn't get it done against Adam and Steve, the eventual winners of that season. Now, somebody who we have not seen in quite some time, and that is Rogan, who is back for his 4th season on the challenge, 2 final appearances, a 1-time challenge champ. And you might be thinking, when was the last time we saw this guy? Well, it was Total Madness. In the final, it was him versus Johnny Bananas in the elimination at night, where Johnny Bananas was able to eke out that win, sending Rogan home before the final stretch of that season's final. Somebody who was not a big fan of Rogan in season 34 is Theo Campbell, who is also back for his 4th flagship show season. He's been to 1 final in the main series, which was season 33. He has been to the World Championship final. And last but certainly not least is Turbo, who is back for his 4th The Challenge main series season and been to 1 final. 1-time champion, and the last time we saw him was being partnered up with Nany in the All-Stars Rivals season, losing to Adam and Steve in the last elimination right before the final. Looking at the vets for this season, I think it is fine. It is a good baseline. There's some people that I'm very excited about, like Michaela, like Ashley Mitchell, Derek Chavez, and CT. But it's also hard to get myself too excited or too hype about the vets cast because we've seen a lot of these people play very recently. Season 40, All-Stars 4, All-Stars Rivals. I mean, at this point, we know what to expect from the vets. So I would consider it a good baseline for the season, but I'm not getting overly excited about any one of these veterans besides like Michaela because we haven't seen too much of her. Let's get into the rookie side of everything and let's see if that pumps up some more excitement level. Exactly what we did for the veterans, let's do for the rookies. Starting with the women's side, we have Adrian from Married at First Sight UK Series 8. I've heard and seen some Married at First Sight content for like Australia and UK. They are significantly better content-wise and personality-wise than, say, the US version of the show, but it's hard to conceptualize what some players may be able to do when they come from a show like Married at First Sight. Next up, we have America from Big Brother 25. She got 6th place in that season, 0 HOH wins, 0 veto wins. I will say I liked America on her Big Brother season, and I'm excited for her to be on this season of the challenge to see what she can do in the challenge arena. What I will say, speaking about Big Brother, I didn't mention it here because it kind of didn't faze me until right now at this moment, is that America is coming in where the Big Brother numbers are very limited, at least on the veteran side. This is one of the first times that Fessel, Casey, and Josh are all not on the cast. So we'll see how America does without the help of the other Big Brother players from the veteran side. Next up, somebody that I am very much looking forward to and excited, and people will question this about where I have in the alphabetical order, but her name does start with A. But in the release, she goes by Leka. And she is from Canada's Ultimate Challenge Season 2. She has her own workout series, has coached pro athletes. She also played collegiate athletes. She is running a business. She is incredible. The more I look up of Leka, the more I am excited to see what she can do on this show. She has the competitive spirit. She is in fantastic shape, super athletic, and she has the personality of wanting to win, and I'm coming into this season a huge Leka stan, so I am going to be rooting for her, and I'm hoping that she goes very far, because at this point, I think that she has the best opportunity to win out of everybody we've talked about, even the veterans. I just really like Leka a lot. Let's move on to Blue from Big Brother 25. She got 7th place on that season. She had 1 veto win. As previously mentioned, Blue is coming into a Big Brother-less kind of vibe. We have somebody that people are very excited about, and that is D, who won Survivor Season 45. She had 9 challenge wins on that season. She was very impressive on Survivor, and I, for one, am very much looking forward to seeing what she can do on this challenge season. And will her game translate in the challenge to where she can win 2 Paramount series back to back? We'll have to wait and see. We have Izzy from Too Hot to Handle Season 3 UK. She was a finalist. Honestly, kind of like what I said with Adrian from Married at First Sight, it's hard to gather what to expect, but Izzy was a firecracker on that season, so it'll be interesting to see what she brings on to the challenge. We have Sydney from Season 41. She got 12th place, voted out right before the merge. She had 6 challenge wins on that season. She was on the same season as Dany McCrae, who was on the World Championships and the Challenge USA season. Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in Survivor players. I don't remember Sydney all that well because her tribe wasn't shown that much because they kept winning, and then she was voted out right before the merge. So didn't really get to see too much of her personality, but when it comes to rookies coming onto the challenge, I just always have this confidence with Survivor players. We have Tay from Big Brother Australia Season 15. She won that season, won with her sister, and she is an influencer. Kind of like what I said with D. Let's see where her game translates if from how she won Big Brother here. She does not have her sister, so let's see how her social game and how her competitive level is on the challenge. All right, let's move on to the rookie men. We're going to start off with Ben Davis, who is a boxer and a play-by-play commentator. He's here, hopefully he brings some personality. I'm sure because of his background as a boxer, as a wrestler, he'll have the athleticism to play in these competitions, but we'll wait and see, Let's move on to Cedric from Big Brother 26, who got 13th place. He was the 4th one voted out, and he had 1 HOH win. I saw that his nickname was Young Cedric, not to be confused with any other Cedric. There's none here on the challenge, so it'll be easy to know that, hey, that's just Cedric. Next up, we have Gabe, who is a former WWE NXT wrestler. He's also an actor as well as a collegiate rugby player. Gabe looks big, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Gabe can do on this challenge season. Next up is Jake from Love Island UK, as well as Love Island All-Stars. I remember bits of Jake, but we'll have to wait and see what he can do on this season. Surprisingly though, Love Island UK players have really come to compete in past seasons, so I have some expectations for Jake and what he can bring onto the show. Next up we have Justin from Netflix's Cheer. I don't have much else to say about that. Again, like I said with Izzy, like I said with Adrian, it's hard to just tell what a player can bring onto the show or a person can bring onto the show. And this is the first time a Netflix Cheer competitor is on the challenge. Let's move on to another Love Island contestant, and that is Leonardo from Love Island US Season 5. He entered the Love Island Villa on day 1, left on day 32, and was the runner-up of Love Island US, but we'll see. He was the runner-up, so maybe he has a really good game plan coming into the challenge. Of course, he's in really good shape, so we'll have to wait and see. Somebody else who is in really great shape is William from Are You the One Season 9. That season they got all perfect matches, and kind of like what I thought with Big Brother, this just hit me. That when looking through the veterans, there is not a ton of Are You the One contestants. Normally, Tori is on it or Devin, and neither of them are on here. So William looks to be one of a few Are You the One contestants, and he's making his rookie debut. That'll be very interesting. We'll have to wait and see. And finally, we have Jeremy from Amazing Race Season 35, where they got 9th place, and his duo got 0 legs won. Talking about the rookies real quick, my initial reaction, seeing everybody on the list and all their stats, I can say without a doubt that I am way more confident and way more excited about the rookie women than I am the men. I feel like my hesitation for the rookie men are that I don't know what to expect from them. I mean, you have a couple of athletes on here like Ben, Gabe, and Justin. Athletes on the show have done kind of mid to meh because they look at it as a competition first and severely lack in the personality to where they kind of get lost in the edit. Not saying that any of these competitors or rookies or anybody doesn't have a personality that can be for TV. It just, they get lost in the edit. You get lost in the shuffle, especially with the veterans like CT, Johnny Bananas, Cara Maria, Ashley Mitchell, Anissa will be featured heavily in the edit, then say competitors, unless they win challenges. Unless these guys win challenges, these athletes win challenges, they sometimes, most of the time, get lost in the back of the edit. Jeremy from The Amazing Race, the only Amazing Race contestant being featured on this season. Amazing Race hasn't done well on the challenge in recent seasons, or if ever. Jeremy does look like a bigger dude, so maybe he will be able to have that intimidation factor to where people won't want to send him in. I don't know what to expect with Jake and Leonardo or even Cedric. Whereas on the women's side, we got a couple of winners with Dee and Tay. We have some Survivor players like Sydney and I Know of America and Blue. Leka is the one rookie out of all the rookies on this cast that I am looking forward to watching the most. And I feel like she is going to be able to just take off with whatever the gameplay is, whether it is team-based, whether it is pair-based. D is also through the roof, and I'm also looking forward to America and Blue, whereas I just don't have anyone even close to that hype level when it comes to the rookie men. I've heard some whisperings of what the format could possibly be. It could be a fresh meat season where it's veteran men and rookie women, veteran women and rookie men being paired up with one another. And if that's the case, veteran men and rookie women would have a better chance of going deeper into the season and winning compared to a rookie men and veteran woman pair. But hey, anything could happen. You never know. Like I mentioned, it could be a multi-format season where we start off with kind of like the ruins, where it is the new threats versus the vets. You whittle the competition down a bit, and then halfway through the season, they could pair each other up. But as of right now, the main standouts to me in this cast is Leka, Ashley Mitchell, Michaela, CT, Derek C., If I had to pick a rookie man, I'll pick Gabe and William, you know? That's really all I can say, you know? I'm rooting, I hope that this season's going to be exciting, but I will say that I'm not looking forward to saying the Challenge 41 vets and new threats every single week. I feel like the title could have been a lot better, workshop better, cautiously optimistic when it comes to this cast. You know, I'm just hoping, you know, I'm just hoping for a good season. Again, not going to say that I am pessimistic. I'm not saying that this is possibly the worst season. My hype level is just kind of at a baseline for now. After the last couple of seasons of like 38, 39, 40, even All-Stars rivals, I just want to take a step back and I want to see a trailer before I get too excited about this season. But for now, I think it's fine. You know, the veterans are a good baseline, like I said, rookie men. Okay. And I'm looking forward mostly to Michaela and a good amount of the rookie women that will be making their debut. But what do you think about this cast? Please let me know down in the comment section below. I want to hear what you have to say. Who are you looking forward to seeing on the veteran side? Who are you looking to see on the rookie side? What is your analysis of the cast and the cast photos? Do you think that these are the goofiest cast photos you've ever seen? Let me know that down in the comment section below as well. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting against? And who did you wish would have made the cast but didn't on this season? Let me know anything and everything down in the comment section below. I want to hear what you have to say. Now I want to give a special shout out thank you to everyone who supports me over at patreon.com/angelcakevids. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who's watching this video up to this point. I'll be back really soon with more The Challenge Season 41 content, more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.